I never realized or thought that God would ever bring me to live in this great nation. I never realized that. And 4 years ago, I arrived here with all the family. And it's been amazing. But listen, it was a hard thing to get to live in America. It was a really hard thing. Why? Because we live in a post-9/11 generation. And so that meant that I needed a visa. And to get a visa took documentation that size. It was like writing the Bible out by hand, everybody. It was a huge effort. And I got my visa, everybody. I got my visa. And I remember the first time that I came to use my visa at U.S. Customs and Immigration. And thank God for those great people. But I always feel guilty in front of them. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything bad. But I just feel like walking up and going, it was me. It was you what? It was just me. I did everything. Whatever you say. I just always feel guilty with them. I'm just nervous in front of them. They don't smile. And I'm like, ugh. Anyway, and so I got my visa and that was good. Got into America. And then people said, oh, the best thing you could do now is get a green card. And by the grace of God and documentation this size, writing the Bible 3 times, I got a green card. And oh, that's absolutely, I'm legal. And so that's really good. And then someone says, but you need something else. I went, what's that? And it was like a real Jedi level. And I said, what is it? And they said, global entry card. Ooh, global entry card. So last year I went down and applied for a global entry card. I had my interview with Officer Wu. Fantastic. And it was a great interview, although she did remind me that I tried to smuggle in a banana 7 years before. Our borders are safe, everybody. They got my banana. And so that was great. Got my global entry card. I was in Ireland and France last month, and then I flew home. And I flew home on the largest plane in the world, an Airbus A380, over 600 passengers on that flight. It was like half of Ireland, all the Kellys and the O'Dohertys and the Shaughnessy's. Everyone was on board the flight, okay? And we got off the flight, and it felt like 4 more of those flights had landed at once, 4 more before, because by the time we got customs immigration, oh my goodness, people. The line was to Canada. And there was like 3 different lines. Okay, so you had over here, you had the American line for all the passport holders from America, the blue passports, and it was still a huge line. And then in the middle, you had the rest of the world, and it was like the children of Israel with Moses at the front, let my people go. It was like incredible. It was just incredible. And then, everybody, there was a line. No, let me say this. There was no line to the right. And I got out my global entry card. I looked at the Americans. I looked at the rest of the world. And I went, right. I walked past everybody. With a smug look on my face. You peasants. And I walked straight past them. And there wasn't anyone there with customs or immigration. It was just a little machine. I swiped my card. The doors opened. I walked through, waved at everyone and went, losers! No, I didn't. It didn't. Felt like doing that. And literally, by the time they got through immigration, I was home in Granite Bay, everybody. You know what I'm talking about? And listen to me. That's what Jesus did for you on the cross. Listen, you didn't earn it. You didn't have the rights. It wasn't your birthright. You were an alien. You were a foreigner. The whole things of God. You were far from God. You didn't have the right documentation. You could never fill in the forms. But Jesus went to the cross and he died for you. And all you had to do was one thing. One thing. All you did was say, Jesus is Lord, and I believe he's alive. And he went, yeah, you're in. You're in. You're in. You're in. No lines. No lines. Straight through. Come on. Wow. You're in. Because of Jesus. Because of Jesus.